lives matter. White lives matter. Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
Are you going to...
We don't know. It's not going to be any. They've all been paid to go somewhere else. That's what it is, isn't it? If they haven't got anywhere to go, if they haven't got like anything big like Britain First or anything big like that, then obviously they can do what they've got to do. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes to like you've got Sheffield, you've got Liverpool and all that.
Yeah, you'll go there, won't it?
They've got to fucking shove it all there to show the power.
Where's the mic? Do 2 minutes silence while I'm
Hey, brother! Izzy can go home now, can't they?
Henry and Stephen, innit?
One. One.
I know.
Anyway, up down there, support genocide. Up down there.
My dog. Yeah, my mum wanted to come. Speaking
Why are they here? They've all gone to Liverpool. Well, that's where they're paid, aren't they? They're left to pay. This is grassroots. You come out, you spend your own money. You come out, you travel yourself to support your fellow countrymen, countrywomen, and the children. But these aren't doing that. They've got to be showing numbers in places because when they say there's more of them than us, what they mean is we can get more people together in that one place where it makes it look like there's more people than it makes it look better for them, and that's what they're doing now. Because if it was spread out everywhere and everyone, if it was 50-50, yeah, right, then everywhere would have the same thing everywhere. But it's not 50-50. These are the traitors of our country. They get paid for it. Home not dates. They get government funding. And then there's like a little side thing from it where they've got like a charity which funnels it through to these people. The union, the worst thing is the people who work in jobs and all that kind of stuff and they're paying the union money. And they think they're getting protected, but this is where their money goes to. Well, it's not here now, but where the money goes to the left, all them placards, all the travel, the coaches and all that. So basically, in the end, what you're doing is, they're paying, not us, they're paying for the destruction of their own country. And then they'll sit there and go, well, I love my country. No, you don't fucking stop paying the unions. Pull out of the unions, the shit. They're not what they're meant to be. They're not what they were in the 80s anyway. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Used to be for the working man, now it's for the fucking governments and what they can do there. Do you know what I mean? And people in them, the people that are in positions of power in them unions, yeah. It's all self-service. They're only looking out for themselves, what they can get, and if they can stay in that job, getting that cash that they've got accustomed to. That's what it is. People are greedy. They don't give a shit about the country. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about money. I'd have no money as long as this country was safe and we could live in it like in the 90s, like when I was a kid. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I swear down now, I said this ages ago, when we got these taxes going up and everyone hates it, yeah. would you, for the next 5 years, get fucking smashed the shit out of, yeah, but have mass deportation, get rid of them all? So they can, would you suffer for the next 5 years?
Good afternoon, Patriots! How are we all doing today? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. How are we doing today? That's what I love to hear, exactly. That's a bit more energy. Well done everybody for coming out here today to support Wrexham and support the Welsh and support the people of the UK. Exactly, it's got to happen. We've got to look after each other. We've got to come together. These kind of events are happening more and more up and down the country. Communities coming together and all with one message saying no to these illegal migrants, and they're plaguing this country. We just don't want them here, and we want them all deported, every single one of them. As you probably quite can tell from the march that we've just had. So there's a lot of people supporting us. Over 2/3 of this country, when polled, support the mass deportation of illegal migrants in this country. So yes, it affects every country where these illegal migrants come. They seem to be doing all these crimes, and yet again we've had another tough week, especially in Belfast. We saw that horrific video of a Sudanese illegal migrant trying to behead someone on the streets of our countries. It's just awful, and this is just following on from the horrible body cam footage that we saw of that poor 18-year-old boy, Henry Nowak, who died whilst being in police handcuffs. It's just terrible to think that the last few moments of that poor chap's life was him being read his rights basically and being handcuffed. It was disgusting, it was terrible. The police have got a lot of questions to answer, a lot of questions. So yeah, we're here today also against two-tier policing and the two-tier justice system. We've seen unfortunately a lot of those rioters in Southampton are getting absolutely ridiculous sentences, and they're being fast-tracked through the courts, all just to try and scare you lot from coming out and peacefully saying what you actually think. They're just trying to intimidate you and trying to shut you up and saying, actually, put up with your children being raped, put up with your women being raped, put up with people being murdered on the streets. Well, we're saying we're never going to put up with that. It's never okay and never ever will be. So yeah, what I'd like everyone to do here today, if possible, can we just have a 2-minute silence for Henry Nowak? We give him all the love and support to their family through these hard times, and to say the white lives matter. So yeah, we'll have a 2-minute silence, please, everybody, and yeah, we'll just reflect on what actually happened there. And as I say, the police have got questions to answer, and we hope we get those answers soon. So yeah, if you please join me for a 2-minute silence, starting now. Thank you. I thank everybody. Well done. Rest in peace, Henry Nowak. You won't be forgotten. We also won't be forgetting other people who have been victims of illegal migrant crime as well. It's not just him, don't forget. And this has been going on and on for years. In fact, it's been about 30 years now. The great British public have been saying, no, we don't want any more immigration. We kept voting and voting for the Conservatives who promised us that they would get immigration under control, but they never ever do they? They never ever do. In fact, all they seem to do is give us record levels of immigration. So yeah, these problems have been around a long time, and I'm afraid they're not going to be changing anytime soon, unless we can get this traitorous Labour government out. They're the ones who control the Home Office. They're the ones who put in these hotels in people's communities. And quite frankly, the whole country seems to be living in fear. And that is not something that's normal. That's something we should never accept as being normal. They're saying that we are sowing division and hate by using Henry's name. Well, what I would say to those people is, who do you think's sowing division and hate? I think it's the government, by dumping hundreds and hundreds of unvetted, unknown, illegal migrant men into the hearts of communities up and down this country. But we know they're causing problems. They're the ones who are causing division and hate. It's not us. We care about our loved ones, our families, our communities. It is not right that we should be telling our teenage daughters and sisters, you know, here's a rape alarm and how to use it. This is not normal. We never used to have these things, so why is it normal today? It's because we know there's dangers out there. We see it. We see it in the papers. We see it in the news every single day. Every single day there's some other horricity going on. Just ask, why are these people here? They shouldn't be here. There's no reason for them to be here. There's no reason for them to stay. So please, what you've got to do is vote. Vote at every opportunity you can. That's the one thing we can do, is all come together and vote and try and get in a real nationalist government that's actually going to put the people first. The people first, not last. And actually care about our concerns. If you don't listen to the people, what happened in Belfast recently is what will happen. It's just, it's just the way it is. These people feel they've been not listened to for years and years and years. And they feel their communities are being under attack and no one's doing anything about it. Well, we'd like to say that we feel you, Aran Island, and we also feel for you here in Wales. Also in Scotland, we've all got to come together. We're all facing the same problems, the same issues. In fact, it's across the West, isn't it? We've had tributes from Spanish patriots, German patriots, Polish patriots for Henry Nowak, who's actually half English and half Polish. So we're now getting support across the whole of Europe. This is a big, wide thing going on. And we just got to try our best to try and vote our way out of this and just say no to the horrors of this mass immigration that's going on. So yeah, well done everybody for turning up today. You've got to try and make friends with everybody. Go and say hello. If you don't know who they are, we're a nice friendly bunch down here. Go and say hello to them. Find out where they're from. Find out what they're doing. Ask them what sort of political activism are they doing. And if they say no, I don't do any, we'll say why not? Now's the time. If not now, when? The country needs you. I'm talking about each and every one of you. It needs you to help save it. We're on life support at the moment. That's how it feels like. And those bastard traitors Labour government want to pull the plug. But we're going to say never. 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 They've got to go. They've got to go, and Starmer's number one to go. He'll never be forgiven for being such a traitor to this country and the harm it has caused. But it's not just his policies. He just doesn't even care, that man. Does he have even any feelings? We call him a Dalek because he sounds like one. He acts like a robot. He's just the worst Prime Minister in my living memory. And I'm sure many of yours as well. Exactly. Well said, that man. So yeah, voting, coming together, helping support other events. I mean, I've been to events all up and down the country. We've been supporting people up in Manchester, Birmingham, London, Wolverhampton, Cannock, Shrewsbury, Wrexham, going up to Glasgow as well, Aberdeen. So yeah, even Exeter, Portsmouth, Southampton,